video, we're going to talk about how to test different hooks. Hooks in our instance are ads on Facebook. So that's our hooks, how we get people to click on our ad by making something that piques their curiosity in one way or another. You can find 12 different categories for yourself. I found 12. I didn't write them down for this video, so I don't remember them. I will go over each individual ad that I used. This is going to be the first part of the video, going over the ads, why those ads. The second part of the video, I'm actually going to show you guys how they performed individually. And last part of the video, we're going to see what actually happened with our offer. So when potential customers went to our landing page, what did they do? Ad is Teddy from Something Neighbors, a movie with a college frat. This ad serves two purposes. It is a sexy ad. People love clicking on sexy things, so that is like sex sells. So that's the idea behind this. Gary Halbert said it does work. That's one of the best ones. And he said that as a copywriter, if you're able to use sex in a copy, then you're going to do really, really well. This one is sent to our female audience. We separated our primary audience into genders, into their respective genders, male and female. Then we have a second ad, which is similar to the first one, is sexy and cute. This time we have a puppy, we have Miss Penn State, and the copy that says that she buys her textbooks on the Green Books app, which is right next to her chest, so that it draws even more attention to to the copy. The third one is editorial. It's supposed to look, the goal was for it to look like a newspaper or journal that reviewed our app and found it to be the best thing around for college students. This was a headline generated by ChatGPT when asking ChatGPT to act as though they were Gary Halbert. This ad was based on talking about the pain point that college students are suffering, which is that they're spending too much on textbooks, and providing them the solution by saying they get relief with the Green Books app, making sure that relief is the big thing there. This ad was a content ad. The meme performed really well on our Facebook page, and our Facebook page is predominantly women. So we also decided to show this to only our female audience. This ad is based on Gary Halbert. He wrote a book called How to Make Maximum Money in Minimum Time, and I just used that hook to see how it would perform. I do want to edit it to be how to save maximum money on textbooks with minimum effort, and then Green Books app. This headline was inspired by Dan Kennedy's email. In one of his email, he shared killer headlines, and that's one of them I thought would fit our product, our offer, and that's how we came about this. This ad uses also, that was one of the Dan Kennedy's killer headlines. This uses FOMO to get people to feel like they're missing out, like everyone else already has it. Do they also want to join the cool kids club, essentially? This one was my idea. This is using Dale Carnegie's Yes framework. I get them to say yes a bunch of times, and then if they answered yes, I ask them to check out the app. This is again from a teaching of Dan Kennedy, where he mentioned the importance of splitting your audience. So in our case, the audience is splitting into what are they studying in college. Since it is catered to nursing student, this was ran against our female audience because most nurses are women. This is another content ad. This one I thought was funny and also pertained to our product exactly. It's just textbooks are ridiculously expensive. They may not be used often, and in those scenarios, they better get our app. Well, they'll save a lot of money. They can resell those textbooks. It doesn't have to go to waste after that 1 week period that they use the textbook. Results of how the ads performed. The Yes Framework one using Dale Carnegie's seemed like there's a split. We only spend $1 a day for each ad to test out the results. So it's not like we have a lot of data. We have enough data to know what is performing well and what is performing poorly. At $1, at 98 cents per link click, it's not bad because our offer is for $97. So for example, if it costs $1 to get somebody to click and read the offer and purchase the offer, then it's not expensive. Looking at the gender split, it seemed like men were more likely to be open to it. So that's our first one. That's going to be our base, our control. So we can now test out the other hooks and see how they perform against this one. Now, this one that we're going over is the Are You a Nursing Student? Again, the cost per link is 82 cents. That's lower than what we had previously, had a similar reach. This one was all women because we sent it only to women. 6 people clicked it. 1,000 people saw the ad and 6 clicked it. So that's our conversion rate, 1,000, and then 6 people clicked it. At 82 cents, once again, if they purchase at $97, it's great. This one is the meme, where college student talks about the textbooks being expensive. It performed better. The cost per link click was 55. It had a reach of 761 and actually had 9 clicks. So it did really, really well. Once again, it was predominantly male that answered, that clicked on the link, that acted on the link. Then we have another one, which again is in the 50s for cost per link click. So these ads are doing much better than the first two that we saw that were 90 cents per link click. That means we don't have to use those. And this one was one of the hooks that was provided by Dan Kennedy. It still is 61% men versus 38% women. I had a decent reach to clicks. I don't know what are good results really. This is just me learning how to run ads on Facebook. Well, on any platform because it's all the same principle. This one also had another 50-cent range for cost per link. This one was using Gary Halbert's How to Save Money and how to make maximum money in minimum time. It was based on that one. It performed well also. It had a more even split in gender. Another in the 50 cent range. This is ChatGPT copying Gary Halbert, acting as with a Gary Halbert headline. 60% men and 40% women that engage with this. 8 link clicks, pretty good. Now we getting to the 40 cent range. So let's see if that performs really, really well compared to the other ones so far. This one is the pain one. Are you spending too much on your textbooks? Get relief. Once again, 61% men and 38% women. So far, it's performed the best. Pain, and we solved the pain. Another 50 in the 50 cent range. This one was only sent to women. This ad, the content performed really well on our Green Books page, so that's why we used it, and the ad also worked really well. This one is their second highest cost per link click, and it's the editorial. That was the most surprising one. I think would perform the best. What I think happened is it doesn't look editorial enough. It doesn't look valid. That's why it performs so poorly. And again, with the split, it's interesting. It's 61% men and 39% women. This ad, unfortunately, Facebook banned it. They didn't allow it to run. It got rejected. Based on these results, apparently it was going to perform really, really well. 16 cents per link click. That being said, there's so little data that it's not valid at all. It would be cool though if that was valid. I will run this ad somewhere else and see the results because I do think it would perform really well. Fortunately, the Zac Efron one did not get shut down and was also in the 40 cent category. It was only shown to women and it had the most click overall. Really, really good rate. So from this experiment, the 2 ads that performed the best were the pain one and also the sexy ones. The one that was supposed to be presented to men unfortunately did not run. I think it would have performed better than the Zac Efron. And that would be from doing it with another ad platform and see how it performs. These are the results from Google Analytics. To be completely transparent, I'm not exactly sure how to work this. I'm still figuring it out. I'm going to study more so I can actually share with you guys a better understanding of this. What I can decipher so far is when the customer clicks on an ad, a hook, and then they actually click on the landing page. That's what those things means, the page view and session start, which also would tie with the first visit. And scroll is when they actually scroll down to see more of the copy, to actually read it, whatever it is they decide to do. They've also clicked 8 times. I think that number is very low. That we only got 8 clicks out of 246 potential buyers. That means the copy is failing. You gotta make another copy. You gotta figure out if the offer. I think the offer is good. I think the copy is what needs to be worked on. I will be building another copy. This myself that I would build because the copy I did two different copies. There was a copy that was a video, and there's a copy that was the actual text that was generated by ChatGPT. So I've since decided to write my own copy, and I will implement it into the video, see if that performs better, and have a bunch of different landing pages for the different ad sets that focuses on the title a bit more. This way I can also test out some of the copies, see what sticks better, if it's video, if it's text. And I also structure and work more on Google Analytics. I don't fully grasp what's happening. I don't know how to do what I wanted to do. I want to figure out how many people visit the web version, the desktop version of the offer, the mobile version, how many people scroll based on those pages, and how many people clicked based on each platform. I want to figure that out too. And if it's possible to figure out which one they clicked, which call to action they clicked. So those are things for the next video about this marketing. Right now, we figured out in this video what hooks work best and what hooks works the least. Another thing to include though is the nursing, it performing at 80 is actually really good because it's alienating a lot of people in the female audience. Not every woman is a nurse, so it worked really well. Now it's to figure out how to actually get the copy to get people to convert. I would say it's one of the things is just to get more people to click. Well, which is them it converting, and that's the next goal, to make a copy that people actually buy from.